We'll gather around, feel the love compound. Blue elephant is strong, together we belong. In every comment, right?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to attempt today to do something that I have never done before, and that is a bloom. So first things first, I am using Into Resin's beautiful, gorgeous live edge, crystal edge mold, and I'm gonna try this 2 different times. Like, I've never done this before. I know you're supposed to wait till it hits a certain temperature, get all the bubbles out of the resin, all of that fun stuff. So for this one, I am using Craftor epoxy resin. Now I have waited. It is about 29-30 degrees Celsius when I am pouring. So it took about, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes to get to that temperature for me. Basically, it was in the time that it took me to mix the resin and then put it through the debubbler. I have seen a lot of videos, and a lot of people have said to use Let's Resin's Ocean White Pigment Paste. So that is what I'm doing, and I am taking it very, very slow. Now, I'm just kind of doing just the tiniest bit at a time to get to that kind of skim milk looking opaqueness. And once I'm pretty happy that that's where it's at, I'm going to set this off to the side, and then we're going to drop in our alcohol inks. Now, like I've said, I have never ever attempted this before. And I have heard that, people can do it with like normal, regular epoxy resin. And then I also heard that it's much easier to do with like Let's Resin's fast cures. So I will be trying that as my second attempt, and we're just gonna see how I get on and if it's a success or if it's a fail. Anyway, we look at it, you guys are gonna be there with me. And maybe those of you who have had experience in this can let me know what it is that I'm doing wrong if it does not turn out right. Okay. I made sure that I had all my bubbles, any bubbles that were kind of sticking to that crystal edge that are out, gone, all of that good stuff. Now it is time to drop my alcohol inks in, and I'm just using Let's Resin's alcohol ink. I want to say it was like aquamarine and dark something. Dark, I don't know. I'll have it listed in the description box below. Took some, put it along the outside, took my dark purple, put it in the middle, and then kind of let it do its thing. And I noticed that instead of like it spread out at first and then it all pulled in pretty fast. So I went ahead and added some more of the blue because I didn't want to lose it. Now, I didn't pour it super, super deep, like as far as where the coaster bottom would be, not the live edge, but the bottom itself. So I don't know if maybe I should pour it deeper, because the way this mold is, the coaster part, you'll see it when it's demolded. It comes up a little bit higher than that crystal edge. Now I'm going in here with my white, and I'm just kind of doing my thing. I'm not gonna fool with a piping bag and all of that stuff right now. And then draw my lines in it, and then I guess really it's just a matter of waiting and seeing what happens and if it's gonna bloom or not. Now, when I noticed that when I was doing my lines, the tool that I was using, even though I was barely touching the resin, it was kind of scraping along the bottom of the mold, which is why I think maybe I need to make it a little bit deeper. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, like, where there's still room left for my backing coat, there's not a whole lot of room left. So maybe this isn't even a good mold to use for this, but it's the only live edge mold that I own, so I wasn't necessarily sure what to do. Okay, so this is the next day. Now it's time for the backing coat, and I decided that I want to do a combination of these two non-stick glitters. One's more of a tealy kind of color, and it's got some like gold shimmer to it, and then the other one is like baby blue with white. And I thought, okay, just with the colors that I have behind or in the front, like as the flower, I thought these colors would look kind of nice with as the background. Nothing too dark, nothing too light. Just something that will be pretty, hopefully. I don't know what to expect. Like I've seen blooms done on the TV. That's it. I've never seen one in real life. I've never done one before. So as far as picking a backing color, like I don't know, is it gonna still be dark? Is it gonna be super light? Is it gonna be what? You know what I mean? Like so I was scared that if I picked the wrong color, you just wouldn't be able to see it at all. So that's where we're going with the glitter. I did put this through my bubble remover. I'm pouring super slow. I sprayed it real quick with alcohol just because I do have the crystal facets on the edge and where the resin that I poured yesterday and then the resin I'm pouring now, I just want to make sure that I don't get any bubbles along that kind of join line, if you know what I mean. And then we are going to go around the edge with my silicone tool again, just to get out any bubbles that may be trapped there from pouring it. Hit it with the heat gun real quick, just to kind of push it around a little bit, get out any bubbles that may have thought about coming in there from scraping my stick and all of the things, and give it a quick spray of alcohol. And then we are going to set this off to the side and let it cure. Now, like I said, the second one, which I'm going to pour both of them and then show you the demold of both of them at the end. Second one, I am using Let's Resin's Fast Cure Resin. And I think on this one, I just have a feeling I did a number of things wrong. Starting with after I pour it, well, I feel like I let it maybe set too long. I was working on some other things and kind of lost track of time, even though the temp of it was only like 28, 29 degrees when I was doing this. I just feel like the resin was acting really weird for me. And we'll get to that here in a moment. I'm just going to finish mixing my white and all the other things and pouring it, and then we'll talk about it. But on another note, I just want to let everyone know that I have dropped some new merch for fall slash Halloween. And there is a special running 20% off your entire purchase between July 16th through July 20th. And I'm super excited about it. They turned out really cute. So go check out my store under the shopping link in the my YouTube page deal and check it out and see what's going on. Like I said, it's only available for a limited time and then it will be gone. Okay, back to what I'm doing here. Now, this is where I think I messed up. So at this point, I did everything the same until here. And I had some bubbles that I wanted to pop that were on the surface, and I hit a lighter and then I used my little torch, and I think that it did something weird to the resin, because you'll see here in a minute when I put my alcohol inks in, they don't spread like at all. Like a couple of them do in spots, but they just kind of sit there like if I put resin dye in instead of alcohol ink. You know how the dye, if you plop it on and drop it because you don't know what you're doing, and you put that down instead of the alcohol ink, it just kind of sits there in a blob and it doesn't do anything. Like here, see the orange? Yeah, the yellow's even worse. Like it doesn't do anything. It doesn't move. It just it's acting really weird. And I don't understand. So the only thing I can think of is maybe when I hit it with either the lighter or the torch or a combination of the two, it put some weird film or skin or something along the like on the resin that is causing it not to move, because it shouldn't do this, to the point where I added more alcohol ink. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. But then I go even farther because it's just not reacting the way I want it to. And I thought, okay, well, maybe it needs more alcohol in it. So I'm going to spray it with alcohol and see if that makes it move. And that didn't do anything. So then I add some more alcohol ink. Now, once I did that, this yellow moved. But all my other color, it's just like, it's just clumped there and not doing anything. And it's this big dark mess. So I just took my silicone tool and kind of tried to spread out the ink a little bit. I don't know how this one is going to turn out. Like, I do not have high hopes for it whatsoever, honestly, at this point. I mean, like, I really don't know. But we're gonna see. So now I'm just gonna go in, and instead of doing the flower petal kind of thing, I'm just gonna go in with a spiral this time and kind of see what happens, and then just throw it around and be done. And we're still gonna draw the lines and all of the things like you typically do. Now I did pour this resin a slightly bit deeper than the last, but still not much because like I said, I don't have a whole lot of room to pour it super deep in there. So I don't know. All right. So now it's time to back this one, and I decided that instead of going the glitter route, I'm going to use it's called Sesio uh pearl, sparkling pearl or something like that. And it's like a super shimmery type white. Like you could probably honestly use it as a super sparkle if you wanted to. It's very shimmery. And it's not like your typical mica powder where yes, you get some of the pearlescence. This is like super crazy, like almost extra super fine powdery glittery type deal. But I decided that I wanted this as my background for it. Again, because I didn't want to do glitter again, and I did want something light because I have all of those dark colors in there, and I know that they're going to be they're just blobbed. So I'm hoping that maybe this will be better as far as contrast wise. So that's what I did. I did divide it into 2 cups and put it through my bubble remover just to make sure that there's no bubbles in there. Again, quick spritz of alcohol, and now it's just time to fill up this mold the rest of the way. Go around with my silicone tool one last time and then let this cure and see what happens. Like I said, I don't have high hopes for this, and hopefully, maybe one of you that have had experience with doing blooms can tell me where it is I went wrong on this. All right, let's demold the first one. First, I had a couple of extras from the white that I had because I didn't use it all. Wasn't exactly sure how much white I should put in there. So I just added a drop of that purple alcohol ink that I used into the white and poured these little guys. Nothing crazy, nothing special. We're not even gonna really do anything with them right now. Right now, I just really want to focus on the bloom. And let's see what we got. Now, I feel like just from what I can see on the back, that this one is probably going to be better than the next one. But let's see. All right. So I can see in ways where you can kind of glimpse slightly like where it blooms a little bit, like especially in the blue. Purple, you can catch little bits of white here and there. I mean, I didn't make it like super dense enough that it fell and all the white just fell to the bottom, which I guess is a good thing, but at the same time, I don't know. Some part of me feels like maybe I didn't put enough white in. Like, do I need more white in there? Or did I put too much alcohol ink in? Maybe. All right, let's take a look at this one. And this one, it's a hot mess. I mean, it's kind of cool looking, but again, it's like the same thing. I don't see the white at all. I can kind of sort of see a bloom-ish tendencies. I think I use way too much ink. I think that is part of my problem, but I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you have any tips, tricks, anything like that for me. And honestly, that's a wrap on this one, guys. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I will see you on Thursday in the next one. Love ya. Bye.
Elephant is strong. Together we belong. In every comment right, you lift me to new heights. Your support, it's clear, gives me reason to cheer. Blue Elephant Crew, this one's out for you. You make dreams come true. With everything you do, each subscriber's heart playing a vital part. Fit Likes and shares, they grow.